Greetings YouTube, it's Matt from the Green Arcade. We're back playing a farm sim. So, we've dumped our first load of oats into the brown farm here. We're gonna go up and hit our other fields. Ready to move into the big field over there. Up there. And them parts, these parts, them parts. You guys seen the, what is it, Progressive? Is it? Yeah, I think it's Progressive Insurance. She's on a ranch or something like that. She goes, that's how we do it around here in these parts, them parts. Just, you know, it's just how we do it here. Hey, Yo Barry, how's it going? We got corn everywhere down here. And we bought the sorghum field there. Come back and get the first guy. Another thing I need to do, I'm gonna hire this out and grab the MacDon. Need to pick up alfalfa and clover too, but I need to move it over to the clover field. It started here, and I'll grab the grain cart too. Soon all of this will be plowed together over here. Be a decent sized field then. Here, let me go find. Where did he end up? There he is. Nice straight lines. All the way down. A beautiful thing. That clover over there is not ready. I think that clover is. And I'm gonna head down the road here. Hit these two fields down here. I think they're ready. Get down through here. Whoa. Oh man, them saves hit right at the best time too. I'm trying not to hit any signs here. One thing about DJ, he likes his road signs, man. He's got them everywhere. Oh, didn't mean to do that. So let's do this. Yeah, he likes his road signs. So there's a speed limit sign here. That says 55. Is there another speed limit sign down here? There's one right there. Yeah, okay. So, I don't mean to gripe, DJ, but there's a speed limit sign right there. That's 55. You don't need a sign for every field. I could see a sign if you have like a county road coming out onto the highway, but here's another sign that says 55. You don't need a sign every 50 yards. That's a bit excessive on the sign usage there. You really don't. Unless there's a new road coming out into the highway, you don't need to repeat, hey, it's 55, okay? I'm gonna gripe about that. I mean, Sammy Hagar griped about it. You know, he couldn't drive 55. You know? Gonna write me up for 125. Is this another one? That's another one. And there's more on that side too. Too many signs. It's an excessive amount of signs. Please tell me this is not another one down here. Oh my gosh, it is. Really? Really, bro? I can see the steep grade sign. Okay, I'll give you that one. I'll give you that. I'll give you that speed limit sign over there, because anybody coming off of this highway might be like, well, what is the speed limit on this highway? And there should be one over there. Yep, that one's fine. But you've got 4 speed limit signs between here and the blue farm. Let's count them out. 1, 55. Guess what? Speed limit's still 55. That's 2. Wonder what the speed limit is down through this stretch of 50 yards here. Oh, guess what? It's 55. That's 3. Think the speed limit's still 55? I don't know. I had to look down and change the radio station. Oh, guess what? It's 55. That's 4. I wonder if is there another one down here? Guess what? It's still 55. That's 5 signs. So there's literally 5 signs, 5 speed limit signs. I can see this one over here, because if you're coming from that direction, you'd need to know that's 55 through there. I can see this one down there. I can even see the one, yep, right down there. But you've got 5 speed limit signs. Do you have problems with speeders on this highway or something? Is it a big deal? Because to me, looking at this area, there's no need for it. If you had new roads, and these are not roads, these are just little grassy, that's like a ditch kind of there. This is like just a grass, I wouldn't even call that a field road. Yeah, the only road comes in is this one down here at the T. So you've literally got 5. I'll give you the first one coming from the intersection. So that one's probably granted. That one's okay. But you don't need more. We know the speed limit is 55 on this highway. We just know. If you had new roads entering the highway, maybe he did originally. I don't know, but there's an excessive amount of signs here. I'll give you that much. Alright, let me go find the grain cart. It's down. Where is the grain cart? I don't really know. Is it over here? No, it's not over there. Where did I leave the... You know what? I'm going to have to tab around because I don't remember. It's out there somewhere. Where? Need to bring the truck over there. Go ahead and bring the truck over there. Yeah, those lights with the collision, yeah, I've run into those. Ran into those. And when you knock the sign over, the collision stays there. Like that sign right there. There's one road sign, speed limit sign. There's another speed limit sign. There's another speed limit sign. Well, I mean, what's the law in Montana, I guess? Maybe that's the law. Maybe every 500 feet you gotta have a speed limit sign. I can see putting one in on the other side of this intersection. Okay, at any intersection, whichever direction you're going, unless you deviate off of this on like another road, Oh good, my combine took out that speed limit sign. Huh? That's one. Alright, where is my grain cart? Oh, there it is. Where's this at? Oh, it's way over here. Okay. This is where I was measuring for the edges of the field. Yeah, those signs stop you. Even after you can knock the sign down, and the collision stays there. So it'll be it'll be an invisible collision. Like there won't be anything left there. But if you try to cut through there, it will stop you dead in your tracks. Still though, pretty great map. I really like it. It's my favorite map so far. And I know we've probably got what, two and a half more years to go. So I'll say it's my favorite map so far. I don't know about his next one. I haven't seen enough of his next one really to know anything. But there's still some contenders out there. Stevie's working on his 4X Riverbend. I know DR Modding's working on one. But DJ's working on his next one. It has me concerned that he's making it a hilly kind of version one, so I have a feeling it's going to be like probably about like the Upper Mississippi River Valley one. I wasn't a huge fan of that one. I did play that one back in the day before he did it for 22. Speed limit signs are to be posted every mile in Montana. That's a lot of speed limit signs. That's a lot of speed limit signs. Down here, the way it works here is we put a speed limit sign up past every state, county, or city. Well, maybe not the city, but the county roads, between the state and county roads. Like if you're out in the middle of nowhere, like out in the country, farmlands, all that stuff, there's only a speed limit sign past a state or county road or highway. But it's not every mile. No. And in the city, it's not every street. It's probably maybe every so many streets or something like that. I don't know how they actually determine that in like the city, but it's not every mile either. All right, I'm gonna shut that off there. May bring the truck up here. I'm gonna let this guy go and let him harvest this field. I'm gonna go work on getting the alfalfa and stuff picked up, because I gotta get those harvester silos going, making the silage so we can make some money between now and, you know, closer to winter. Go ahead and put his pipe out too. Move the truck just a little bit. Okay. So they're running there. I will grab this tractor. Get all these little loose spots out here. Yeah, I don't think he's got them posted every mile either. He's got them posted every football field. So about every 100 yards there. Maybe less than that. Alright, let's see. Here. I think I've already got it running here. If not, I will turn it on. Nope, gotta turn it on. So we'll get that rolling. Oh, save. red farm here. Take this next load to the blue farm. I think I need to do a little smoothing over there. That header's always missing a little spot over there. I always forget about this pipe hanging out here. Why does it feel like Sunday? Is there a football game today? You have to go to work tomorrow? I don't know. Why does it feel like Sunday? No, I've been off too many days. I don't know. It feels like Saturday to me. Need to put this road in right here too on my to-do list. But you can see where we cleaned out all the trees across the road there and put a field in. If you didn't see the YouTube stuff, made that field a little bit bigger. Nice big field there now. How much does the pickup wagon hold? I like the billboard on the back. This is the Pottinger. This one is a Stevie one, so this one holds. It goes up to 240. We used the previous one by Stevie, and we made it 120. It was a 2-axle. This is a 3-axle, so it felt right to make it a little bit more. Yeah, this one holds 240. It is a Stevie one, so it's tuned up. Most of the stuff that we've got, not all of it, but a lot of the stuff that we got, I don't even know most, but a lot of the stuff we got is Stevie's stuff. We downloaded a lot of his mod packs. Well, almost all of his mod packs. And he's working on his new map. Probably going to take a look at that one when he gets done with it. I'm just wondering if he's going to get done with it before or after the expansion comes out, because you know the expansion is going to add the new stuff. I'm sure he'll update his map to do the new stuff, but you know he's kind of customizing it and making it a 4X, so I guess we'll see. Waiting for more Papa Smurf plugger stuff, yeah. I like the Stevie stuff. Stevie's is not, it's not like way out there. It is tuned up, but it's not like extremely like way out there. You get to a point, it's like, where do you draw the line? I think Stevie's drawn a pretty good line. It's not, you know, it's kind of like Goldilocks, you know. It's not too much, it's not too little, it's just right. And most of it's kind of synchronized across the board that way. I know the truck we've got from him has got the same capacities. The Class 11 combines have the same capacities. Now, if it's one like that holds like 1,000,000 liters, that's, to me, that seems like that's over the line. So, but there's no wrong way to play Farm Sim. Like John says, there's no wrong way to play Farm Sim. You can do it however you want to, as long as you're enjoying it and having fun. And I like this. I think we've got a good steady process going on. I know he's brought back a lot of the tractors from before that you don't see a lot. Go and look in the mod hub. So he's brought in a lot of like the cloth stuff. He brought in, let's see, I'm looking for stuff. Yeah, there's some stuff by Stevie. So there's some fence. He brought the Fiat back in. Now there's two versions of this. There's this one, I think Hispano did this, but then there's a Stevie one. So it's kind of like finely tuned. You get a little more horsepower. You get better beacon lights on it, and I don't think this one even has beacon lights on it. Hispano does a lot of original work from previous Farm Sim stuff. So there's the Hurleman. That's from 15. That's done by Stevie. Got this 4755, or no, 3650. That's the in-game 3650 by Stevie. We haven't got that yet. There's the M7 Kubota by Stevie. So it just goes on up from there, on up. A lot of the stuff has made a comeback from the previous games. Got that old Steyr back there. Got the Challenger from Stevie there. Got this. This is the one we're using right now. It's the 7200 Pro by Stevie. Got the Fiat. Got the JCB. Lots of good stuff from his mod packs. Got the Schluter there. Someday maybe we'll have the Schluter. Schluter was, gosh, when did that come out? That came out back in 13, I think. $1 billion liters. My thing is, if you had something that had that capacity, you're not really, you can, but you're not really like inclined to buy more stuff. You know, it could be, it could be that you get that thing with that capacity, and it's like, okay, you don't need a grain cart, you don't need another, if it's an all-in-one thing that holds that much capacity, it's like that's all you need to use. Well, then you just burn through everything really quick, and you burn through your map really quick. And you know, again, there's no wrong way to do it. If you want to do it that way, you can. But this, having the Stevie stuff, the capacities that he's got, it sets a pace to where you can enjoy it, not exceedingly, but you know, not too little either. Because this map, this is a 4X map. This map feels huge. It feels like an entire county. I think I can start that other silo up now. That's the McDonald that just finished. Okay. Gotta move it over. Move it on over. Move it on over. Move over, McDonald. Harvest that clover coming in. I'm glad we merged these fields together, though. Merged them together and made it nice and rectangle, so you have 90-degree angles on the corners. That ensures that you get nice, nothing but nice straight lines to pick up. No more curvy lines. Definitely more efficient now. You set your GPS up, or your auto steer up, and you're good to go. This. He's almost done. He's getting there. And we'll move him down here and harvest that one. And then get our clover done. And the only thing we won't have really a lot of this time around is going to be like grass, because I did not get this all done up here. That's still a work in progress. I may just put this back in grass. I haven't decided. Ooh, forgot about that fence there. I was gonna make a wide turn, but nope. Alright, got the alfalfa done. I'll come back and pick up the rest of this later after it processes some of it. Move the MacDon and get some more clover here. Good morning, Positive Pizza Power. How's it going? Farming 22 still? Are you still on 22? Thought you'd made the move to 25. Oh, okay. Yeah, it won't be long. It's less than a year away now. I know there's a lot of people out there counting down the days. Won't be long. Godspeed, Macdon. Yeah, I've already read a rumor out there saying that it wouldn't be until fall of 26. Not official, it's just a rumor. According to Rockstar, their last statement said May of 26. May 26th, I think. But I did read a rumor out there somewhere in Rumorland that it would be delayed until fall of 26. If they didn't charge for the multiplayer side of things, you know, having to pay that thing yearly or monthly, you know, I would be tempted to get a console and play it, but as far as the cost goes and having to do the subscription stuff and all that, I'm not part of that ecosystem anymore. Why did that shut off? I lost my steering assist. I don't know, maybe because I left the field? I don't know, that's weird. Good morning, welcome in. Going good. Picking up some clover. First time watching FS25 Twitch stream. I like it. It's really good. If you liked Farm Sim 22, you'll like Farm Sim 25. It adds a lot in. If you're on console, it adds the in-game GPS system. I don't know how you guys did it in 22 without it. We've had GPS on the PC for a while. But yeah, console people have the GPS now. And then we're getting fishing coming up in the expansion pack coming in November. You can do like fish hatcheries, or you can actually go out on a boat and go fishing. Yeah, there's a few out there that don't really care for it, and I don't know if it's because of their systems. Maybe their systems can't handle it. I know this is not the game to play on any type of previous console. I don't even know if is it available on the previous consoles like PlayStation 4, Xbox One. Is it available on any of those? And two, you know, it got a lot of bash because a lot of the mods that were on 22 didn't come directly over from 22 to 25. And I think that might be one of the main things that, you know, needs to change. That whatever mods are capable of running, there needs to be a easier process of, number one, submitting mods, and that kind of hurt them, is like the submission process and the testing process, because they were delayed for like what, 2 months there for a while. They're getting a lot better now, but yeah, they got some heat for that. Oh, you're on PC? Well, you should be good to go then. As long as you've got the minimum required specs, you should be good to go. Yeah, there hasn't really been a big deal breaker for me playing Farming Simulator 25. I have recommendations for the next game. They did improve the weather. It's a little silly with the tornado, but they did improve the weather. The rain looks better. I mean, it does look better, but it could be even better. Number one, I want to see the weather. It needs to be more, I hate to say realistic, but it needs to be more believable. Like if there's a storm coming, say there's a storm coming this afternoon. It's 10:46 in the morning here now. Say there's a storm coming around, it's like 2 o'clock. You might start seeing some cumulonimbus, I'm probably saying that wrong. Cumulonimbus clouds, starting to build up off in the distance. When you look out over the horizon, say the storm's coming from the south there. So you might start seeing some of those cumulonimbus clouds starting to build. And then, I want to see the clouds build where, okay, now that looks like a thunderstorm because it's flattening out on top and creating like that anvil effect. So, okay, there's the storm. I'm farming. I've got to get done with my farming responsibilities before that storm gets here. And they can slowly progress the cloud coming this way, and once that cloud gets closer and closer and closer, they can decrease the light. They can start taking the light down. They can make it darker and darker and darker, make the clouds darker and darker. Okay. And then when it gets to a certain point that it's darker, start showing me some lightning bolts. You can hear the thunder, you can hear the rain, you can see the rain, but you can't see the lightning. It goes hand in hand. You need the audio and the visuals for the weather, in my opinion. You can see the tornado, you can hear the tornado. I need to see the lightning. Show me the lightning, show me the lightning. I want to see some lightning bolts. I want to see some, impressive lightning. They've proved that they can do tornadoes. They've proved they can do hail. We have those, in the game. Let's see the lightning. You haven't had a tornado yet? Our tornadoes, we had one in the last YouTube video I did. We had hail in the morning, and then we went into the next day, and we had a tornado around 7 a.m. that morning. It really doesn't look like a tornado, in my opinion. I mean, that's another thing that really they need to change. And I know I don't know, maybe they're trying to keep it toned down for the kiddos out there, but we need bigger tornado. Right now, on the Fujisaki scale, I like to say Fujisaki scale because that's what Dale Gribble calls it. On the Fujisaki scale, that might be an F0. Or maybe an F1, if that. I wouldn't even call it an F0. It really doesn't look like, it looks like a dust devil. You see the little dust devils going across the fields sometimes. And then farming NPCs. I want to see farming NPCs. If I've got a neighbor over there harvesting a field, I want to see him out there, see the equipment out there running and actually harvesting the field. If he's out there spraying, cultivating, plowing, planting, whatever, I would really like to see, since these other farmers own these fields, I want to see them out there working their fields. Just having the fields magically, be cultivated or plowed or, whatever. I really want to look over there and say, okay, hey, there's old Henry over there farming his field. Yeah, he's harvesting that canola over there, Not really AI harvest, NPC harvest. NPC farming, I should say. Not just restricted to harvest, but in the NPC farmers. So when you look at a field that you don't own, let's find one we don't own. What do we don't own? That one right there. Got that field right there. Actually, it might be better to go look at it under contracts, because then you can see the people. All right. So let's say that field right there. That field's owned by Katie, and she got a contract to cultivate it. Well, if you don't take that contract in a certain amount of time, it'd be nice to see Katie or somebody working for Katie out there in that field cultivating that field. I did watch all of the season 14 of King of the Hill, yes. But yeah, lightning bolts. I want to see lightning bolts. I want to see NPC farming. And they really toned down the wild animals. Planes, it'd be nice. You know, a lot of modders put planes in. It would be really cool. And I would settle for NPC crop dusters. But it'd be, how cool would it be to be able to hire a crop duster to fertilize your field? Number one, you could use that in the precision farming. So then you wouldn't have the, what are they called, tram lines out in the field? You wouldn't have all of those lines, track lines, tram lines, track lines, maybe. You wouldn't have all those lines from the spraying gear out there, the fertilizing gear. You wouldn't have to do that. Now, you could pay a premium for having a crop duster plane come in and spray your field. It might, you know, you can make it a little more expensive, but you would gain on the yield because you wouldn't lose crop to the tracks. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know that, you know, a lot of people are like, well, I want to fly the crop duster. I want to fly the crop duster. I would settle just for NPC crop dusters, you know, be able to hire it out. That would be so cool, just to see them flying over there, you know, spraying your field. That would be neat. That's a lot of moving parts. Not really. Not really. I mean, you think about it. You've got the sprayers on the ground. You're going to hire them out. A lot of moving parts for them, but it'd be easier to hire out a crop duster because, you know, you don't have to make it collidable. It can just be a moving NPC object that's got the animations of like the spray coming out of the nozzles as it flies over, and you wouldn't even have to make it that detailed because it's going to be going so fast and, you know, high enough that it won't matter. Alright, where do we sit on Clover up here? I need to get that started too. One more load up here. Can you get the crop duster pilot that was kidnapped by aliens? I'm sure somebody, if they ever put that in the game, somebody could mod him in, yeah. Russell K, sir. I just want you to know, ever since I was kidnapped by aliens, I've been looking for a little payback. Just want to let you know, I won't let you down, sir. Hello, boys. I'm back. Why are you not baling the grass? Well, and I did not put my thing down. I'm picking up the clover here. This is actually not grass. This is clover. It's quicker to use this. This is a Stevie tractor and trailer. It's quicker to use this because I can just haul it straight over to the silo over there. to get it processing the silage. Plus, I don't get. I mean, you look at the size of this map. Look at the size of these fields out here. If we baled these fields, do you know how laggy that would be? Man, that would be crazy laggy. Even if you have a really high-end PC, that many bales, it has to load that many bales. Whereas when it goes into this trailer, the only really animation that it has to load in is the animation going in the pickup, and then the trailer itself, and that's not hard to load. Plus, this is a Stevie one, so we have some capacity on it. But you don't have all those bales floating around out there. You don't have to load them in individually. It's kind of like stumps. If you're going to clear out a lot of trees, you want to make sure you clear out your stumps. You don't want too many stumps because the game then has to render all of those stumps, and it causes the game to bog down. It causes it to lag. It causes it to have to render and buffer in all of those stumps. Kind of the same scenario. Not that we won't do any baling. We might do some baling here and there if we're doing straw bales or something like that for the animals when we get into them. But for mass production stuff like this, you're just going to pick it straight up, go put it in the silo, and then all it is a number. Yeah, who was that did that map in 22? Was it Tahitian County? Can't remember who did that map, but they had crop dusters in that game. They didn't. They were just NPC. They didn't. You couldn't hire them out. They couldn't spray your fields, but they flew over. They actually had a little farm with an airstrip down there that they took off and landed at, and you could watch them fly over. So I mean, it's possible to put them in. All you'd have to do is put in the ability to hire them out, and then it would be just like any other AI worker. Just dispatch it as an NPC and have it go and spray your field, basically. Lunch is served. What's for lunch? I've got pizza. It's waiting on me. I'll have mine in about an hour. A little over an hour. So one more load of clover there. Actually, I can get that running. And then we need a whole bunch of loads of clover up there to the red farm. Pizza. Culver's double cheeseburger, fries, and a Dr. Pepper. Mmm. And I'm full. One more load up here and then we'll take the rest of this. Probably won't be able to get all of it, but we can get a lot of it. Up to the red farm up there. Whoa. And I think my case combine quit over there, so let me go get that. Move him down. Does he need to be emptied? Yeah, he needs to be emptied. Let me go empty him real quick, and then I'll drive him. I don't even have to fold or attach my header. I can just drive down that little grass strip there. Well, he needs some fuel, though. I may drop the header and put some fuel in him. Fuel tank is right back there. Grab some fuel. Set this on the ground. Do a little repair work on it. And repair the header too. Yeah, it really didn't need it. It's still brand new. I guess it probably doesn't. Pizza. Fill her up. $1,620. And we wouldn't even own empty. This field. Can't wait to plow all this together. Gotta plow where the trees were down there, and Gonna wait until we get all these beans harvested, though. We got a lot of beans. We're gonna have a huge surplus of beans next year. That's good. It's always a good thing. Why is that? Why is it always a good thing to have a surplus of beans? Anyone know? Hoping we'll have a lot of dried corn too. Yep, money and beans. You got it. Tap it, got it. There's money and beans. Get that corn and get the drying process going on it as soon as we harvest it. We've got corn up here that we can do, and then we've got a lot of corn down south that we can do. Here, let me unfold that. Fire that out. And then, what was I doing? I was picking up clover, wasn't I? Go back to that. If I can click on it. There we go. There goes the plane. See, DJ did it. He put a plane in. Can't really see it right now because there's stuff in the way. But it's out there. There it goes right there. Yeah, moo cows. Moo. I feel like we should be able to write on the back of the trailer here. It says "Eat more chicken," because this really looks like an ad for Chick-fil-A. You know, eat more chicken. That was their whole big thing back in the day. They'd have the cows, you know, up on the bull. They might still have them somewhere. I don't know, but they would have, like on the what they call the billboards. They would actually have like 3D like cows, like actual like mannequin cows up there, painting over the thing saying "Eat more eat more chicken." Boy, look at all that going on out there. Y'all see that? That flashing? I don't know how to get that to do that again. I don't even know what I did. It may just be a map thing. Maybe it was the animation of that unloading. I don't know, but that was off. That was flashing off in the background there. Not doing it now. Shader jitter? Might have been from the animation of unloading that caused it or something. I don't know. Trying to get this field finished. I got just one little strip down here. Oop, right there. Yep, looking forward to doing that field. Creating that field, making it larger. Have y'all seen the YouTube video? What was it? What was the name of it? Pee Wee Park. So it's a spoof on Jurassic Park, but it's got Pee Wee Herman in it. It's like maybe about 3 minutes long. Thought that was the funniest thing. My girls at work didn't think so. but I did. But I'm a guy, so they don't really care for Pee Wee. I'm like, look, that's all we had back in the '80s was Pee Wee Herman and Super Mario Brothers. That was it. I mean, that was pretty much life. That and pizza. So, but yeah, Pee Wee Park. It's a spoof on Jurassic Park, but it's got Pee Wee Herman as all the dinosaurs and stuff. It's so funny. Oop, gotta move the mic down. The birds, the birds. I'm outrunning the birds. The birds are going 12 miles an hour, or 13. Maybe more. I don't know. They're going away from me now, so it's hard to tell. Going to put some fuel in this tractor too. Getting kind of low. Alright, so I've got alfalfa and clover processing in these harvester silos here. I'm gonna go check on the case combine here. It should be about done. I'm gonna move this out of the way here because I'll probably have to get in here with a truck. Get the silage out. Alright. Yeah, he's just about done. He's getting there. Be harvesting this east to west pretty soon. Once we get all this plowed together as one field. Gonna be nice. This field will actually be bigger than the biggest field that comes with the map. So you look at this field here. This field is where does it give you? You have to click on it, don't you? Yeah. So this is 135 acres here. So this is the biggest field on the map, right? You look at that, and then you look at this up here. This field will be bigger than that field once it's all said and done. Actually, I think maybe these fields individually will be bigger than this field. No, they might be about the same size. It's hard to tell. I guess you could go through and like calculate and just kind of get a near estimate, but it wouldn't be a fair estimate because there's a lot of the grassland in between that it does not calculate. So greetings, Big Al. How's it going? Alright, we've got the oats. So we're in July now. I would say August and September would be the time to do the sorghum and the wheat. Boy, that's a lot of sirens. Wonder what's going on. There's a lot of sirens. I hear them off in the distance. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna take the truck and empty this down at the brown farm just like we did before. I can leave this thing full of oats here for the time being. And then we'll see what things look like. May probably have to come back and sell some silage. And I really want to get into the wheat and sorghum harvest. Then we can get straight into the bean and corn harvest. Before I do any of that, I'm going to take another quick break. I'll be back. And I'm back. So let's take this down to the farm. Should give us what, 480,000 liters, and then we got almost a full grain cart. Got a lot done today. Harvested all the oat fields that we bought. And if we can make some more money, I don't know, it depends on when those fields are going to be ready. I'll have to take a look at them. It would be nice to buy those other fields. We're at 488,000. Depends on what goes on sale. Cause you know we like them sales. A tree that needs to be cut right there. Alright, got that load in there. Shut this off right here. And we can sleep here because we own this farm. So we're gonna sleep. Let's take a look at everything, see how everything's looking. Contracts, not a whole lot of great contracts out there that we want to do at the moment. We're processing stuff there. Quite a bit of silage there. We'll come back and probably sell some silage. Let's go take a look at the sales. Do I dare even go in and look at the sales? Nothing really great. Let's sleep through the night. We'll go to, let's go to 7 a.m. Great. We'll check the sales. Nothing really great. And we're not quite full of silage up there yet, but we're getting there. Let's check the fields. What day is it in the month? It's July 3rd, so this is the last day in July. Go to growth. So the only one really in danger of being harvested or something probably would be that one, unless they come in and try to forage harvest them, which is possible. So I say we sleep another day, then maybe go sell some silage. The rain. I set fire to the rain. Alright, we'll check the sales. Oh. That's a Stevie one, too. Ooh. Ah. Oh, you can do 1,156 horsepower. What's the top next one up? 778. Actually, it's free for the 1,100 horsepower one. $1,100 horsepower. It doesn't cost anything to change it. So it's either 778 or 1,100 horsepower. Almost 1,200 horsepower. I say we do it up big and do 1,200, or maybe just a 778. Yeah, 778 is enough. I think. I think that's enough to make it work. We'll do the standard width tracks there. That ain't a bad price, I'm telling you. How much off is that? Oh, you know we gotta do it. That's 60. What is that? 62? Yeah, 62% off. We gotta get that. We just gotta get the US version, of course. Take the plate off. Well, that thing needs a... I think I know why it's so much percent off. Man, it needs a paint job bad. Look at that. Looks like that thing's been in a hailstorm or something. But that's just cosmetics. Yay. Alright, not gonna get anything else here. Go look at the fields again. So the wheat is ready. They did harvest the sorghum over here. That big wheat field is ready. Actually, our wheat field down here is ready. So we can come harvest that. The sorghum field, this one here, is almost ready. Looks like our barley fields are ready too, so we'll hit those. Tempted to buy that green bean field just to have it, but I think we'll hold off there. This one's just so expensive. It's 914,000. We may hold off on that one. So I've got the truck down here already. I'm gonna go grab the combine, and we will head down here and start on that wheat field. Because we're getting close. Getting close. We've got all that barley to harvest too. And August in the game and August in real life. So I say we go hit the wheat field first. Then we can come back up and dump into the silo there at the farm. Can I go this way? Oh, done flip my header. Flip the header. Oh, there we go. Might be better to stick to the highway. We got a long way to go. And a short time to get there. Sign somewhere along the way here. Laying in the highway. And the corn up here is not quite ready to be forage harvested yet. It's getting there. One more month and it will be ready. I'm probably gonna manage our silos a little differently. I may do barley down at the other farm down here. Hey, we really could use that farm over there. Store all of our barley in. Might work on selling silage and then come back and we might get that farm. That one's not, it's under 500,000, I think. I think it's like 4 something. Yo, how's it going? I gotta come get our fertilizer guy. He's still down there. Lots of corn. We got corn. Corn for days and days and days. We got corn everywhere down here. This little patch right there. More corn back here. Can't wait to get down here and start working this land. We got a lot of trees down here to clear out. And we got a little bit of landscaping to do. Gonna bring in some tile drains and stuff. It'll be a nice, nice farm area down here when all is said and done. More corn. Hopefully at some point they'll put this field into something we can use. And then we'll have all the fields down here. Alright, so that's the plan. I'm going to harvest this wheat field and harvest our barley fields. Go up there and harvest those. We'll come back and get the sorghum. And hopefully tomorrow get into the beans. Alright. Sounds like a plan to me. Sounds like a plan to y'all. Sounds like a plan to me. Alright, we're going to go right over to John here. Let me get to that point there. Let me do that button, that button. Going there, going there. Going there. We'll go there. Alright, so we'll be back tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. Hopefully Phil or Old Man will be here. Help with the harvesting. So until the next time, remember you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Grand Arcade. We'll see y'all in the next one. Here we go.